Adi, ya. Adi, pero no puedes estar aquí, por favor, ya vete. Les estoy diciendo desde hace como una hora que iba a estar ocupado, que por favor me ayudaran. Hi friends, how are you? Hi friends, how are you? Welcome. Can you hear me? Hi everybody, welcome to Tours Excursion Vallarta. My name is Oscar, and we begin with the news here in Puerto Vallarta. I'm going to say hello, everybody. I don't need that anymore. Okay. Hi, Jose Luis. Hi, JC. Hi, Angie. Daniel. Patrick. Thank you very much for waiting here on my channel. Um, this is the news here in Puerto Vallarta. What's going on? First, um, Jalisco has a lot of issues. Oh, let me turn my lights. Jalisco has a lot of issues right now with the security. We are suffering with a lot of issues, especially in Guadalajara. Over there, the locals are suffering with a lot of bad guys over there. 2 days or 3 days ago, we have a gunfire in a very popular area, and it was very scary for the people living in Guadalajara. In that area, Guadalajara is not very safe anymore, but the areas around Guadalajara, like Ajijic or Mazamitla, well, Ajijic is still safe, but Mazamitla is another very nice magical town. Is not safe anymore. And there is another areas around Guadalajara that is being like dangerous in these days. The governor has no. It seems like he has no power. We think that he's useless right now. He was doing a good job, but or just okay job, and right now we have problems with the security issues in Guadalajara area. Hola, Peter. How are you? Thank you for waiting, guys. And we have like a gunfire in a very popular area in Guadalajara. So it's been a while since Guadalajara was a nice place to live. I used to go very often to Guadalajara because I love the place, like to drive over there and take my family. Not anymore, not anymore. But the some places around Guadalajara, very near from Guadalajara, is still like with not very secure. Okay, because it's yeah, my family. Thank you for asking, Jose Luis. Jose Luis is asking, is your family safe in Guadalajara? My family lives like 1 hour, 30 minutes away from Guadalajara. It's still that's areas like safe, but you never know. You never know. So that's the security issues in the Jalisco state, in the Jalisco, and like I just I want to inform you if you want to travel to Guadalajara, this is not the right time. You could be surprised for these security issues right now. Jace is asking, is Acapulco still dangerous to visit or has the safety improved? No. Acapulco is still unsafe. Can you go over there and just stay in your hotel, which I think is very sad, but people just abandoned, businessmen just abandoned Acapulco because it's not very safe area or very safe place to have some a nice vacation. Kind of the same Mazatlan. Well, Mazatlan is was very dangerous. More in Sinaloa, normally it's more dangerous than here. Cancun is still dangerous. I mean, Cancun, they has a great nightlife, but there is gunfire even in the bar. So that is so sad. It's something that is happening right now in our country. We have about another gunfire in another places here in Mexico. Uh, we have one day ago a gunfire, like 18 people died, including the mayor. I don't remember the place right now. It was in the news, and it's big news here in Puerto Vallarta. This is a travel advisory for Mexico. Like the thing is like like sometimes it's dangerous, but those areas are not tourist areas. Okay, so don't worry about that. Those areas are more in the middle of the country, not here in Puerto Vallarta or the tourist area. Cancun is not anymore. Was used to be like very nice place. Cancun is great if you go to hotel, you stay over there and that's it. Angie Shaw is asking, I'm so confused how about how safe PB is. Puerto Vallarta is still very safe area. I can tell you, I'm live here since 1994. I can tell you, in 1994 was not very safe. Even the area where I'm living right now, because I'm living like 5 minutes away from the Sheraton or from the Secrets, very close to those hotels, and I have the beach walking distance, 10 minutes. And this area used to be very like a danger. Well, not like it's not a big crime. It's just a lot of little gangs here. But Puerto Vallarta improved their security during the years. Right now, the area that I'm living is so secure. Behind me, there's another neighborhood we considered in the past very dangerous because you can find gangs, but not anymore. The gangs are very hot right now. So not anymore. Is Puerto Vallarta very safe? You can go outside. You can even do some activities by yourself, and Puerto Vallarta is still very safe. Angie, okay? That is for sure. Jesse, okay, thanks to visit. Yeah, don't worry about that. What is I was to talking about? The crocodiles attacks here in Puerto Vallarta. Well, it's not in the Puerto Vallarta area. It's happened one day ago. Another crocodile attack in the Banderas Bay, very close to Punta de Mita in La Lancha Beach. I have a video of that beach that I recommend. But I also on my video I say, and I put it again. I say again, very clear. There is crocodiles. You must cross a swamp to get that beach. The crocodile attacks happen when a group of people who wants to surf in that area. I think one of the last person has a bite on their or on the feet. I think yes, or on the back of the feet. I don't know the la pantorrilla. I don't know what is the name of that part of the body, and it was so scary for these people. People go outside of the swamp and asking for help, and they take to the hospital. But it was a big bite on the leg, okay, on the back of the leg, and it was like very risky because it's still rainy season. So those people don't understand. So like I told you, don't go to those areas if there is still rainy season. I always told you in my videos, this is the rainy season. This is are the dangerous. Like to go to the Colomitos hiking. This is still rainy season. It could be risky. Could collapse some parts of the mountains. It's very slippery. It's rainy season. Could be another kind of animals. I just don't recommend do the activity. Okay, so the hiking, some hikings are dangerous in this rainy season, especially where is a river or a swamp. Or you need to cross a swamp. In La Lancha Beach, you need to cross a swamp. It's obviously it's worth it because the beach is beautiful. There is no vendors. It's like it's very difficult access. Well, not very difficult access. You need to walk like 20 minutes through the swamp. When it's not rainy season, it's dry. It's dry. There is no crocodiles, no crocodiles around. The crocodiles go to the river, but it's empty and it's dry, so you can watch if there is crocodiles around, and there is not when it's dry. So that's why in November, December recommends to go to that beach, not during the rainy season for obvious reasons. Okay. Um, what else we're gonna talk about? I'm watching now more people like Canadians or Americans. I could maybe there are more Canadians around my neighborhood. I think they are looking for some place to rent or checking the neighborhoods. That is okay, but literally it's about to begin the high season, and with the high season you will find a lot of troubles. I'm receiving now emails for help to find cheaper rents on the properties, and it's almost impossible because the gentrification, people wants to rent very cheap in the high season and it's difficult. One of you guys or my subscribers sent me an email with a budget $500 per month. If you do a quick search on Airbnb, it's almost impossible to find something $500 monthly on the zona romantica area. So that is not possible. Maybe weekly 500 and just a room, okay. And you must to share with another people. You need to share the kitchen, share the balcony, share the bedroom sometimes. I mean the bathroom. And it's difficult. It's difficult. Or the if you want something for you, a complete house or condo for you, you must to have has a bigger budget. Yeah, yes, Angie. With 1,000 US monthly is possible, but in not tourist areas. Okay, so a lot of people asking me for in the tourist area 500 US a month. No, that is not possible. That is not. I pay 200 here where I am living right now with no furnitures. I mean, these furnitures are mine, and that's it. I mean, you need to buy your furnitures. I think it can work if you're going to stay long term, at least 1 year. You can buy your furniture, use one furniture that is works, and if you're going to live, you can sell other things like your refrigerator or your kitchen. I don't know, to a good price and recover the half of the money maybe. And it's difficult. Angie, if about your budget, it depends how many people is coming, but the low budgets normally are outside of the tourist area. You need to lower your standards, and sometimes there is not furnished or is not complete furnished, it's partial furnished, and no air conditioned. For us here in Puerto Vallarta, for the locals, we don't care about the air conditioner. We don't have the money for pay the electricity bill so high. And monthly, if you have air conditioned, it's around 3,000 Mexican pesos. That is 150 US dollar per month around. Well, it's not per month. It's the electricity bill is each 2 months. Okay, so that is too much. That is too much. The average salary here in Puerto Vallarta is around 300 US dollars. Okay, nobody can live with that kind of amount of money or the salary. It's a joke. It's a joke. A lot of people doesn't work anymore on the hotels. And talking about this, that is coming the high season. I mean, this half of October, and remember, since October is considered hurricane season, still we can have another hurricane, maybe one more, or maybe not, because it's very clear. Right, today is very clear, and I'm thinking to go to the beach tomorrow with my family to have a nice Sunday. Okay, and I think tomorrow will be okay, but you can see sometimes a big clouds in the horizon, and maybe rains in the evening, or maybe not. But this is still good weather. But maybe half of the month, a lot of people is coming, like Canadians, Americans, like coming here, like to live long term or to rent long term. I'm talking about more than 3 months or at least 1 month. And Puerto Vallarta, right now, Puerto Vallarta. And let me talk about, because this is a problem. This is the gentrification uh, social phenomenon that is happening here in Puerto Vallarta. I just hear, in the last 2 years, I hear on documentaries about the gentrification, like in Venetia, in Amsterdam, and now it's happening here in Puerto Vallarta. The people can't live anymore. The locals can't live anymore or afford to rent houses to live here in Puerto Vallarta. We need to move to areas very far away from the central Puerto Vallarta. And I'm not talking about the downtown. I mean the neighborhoods that are more in the center of this map on Puerto Vallarta. We need to move to Ixtapa. My mom, it's not Ixtapa Cihuatanejo, it's Ixtapa town, very close to here to Puerto Vallarta. It's still Puerto Vallarta. It's the last town of Puerto Vallarta, and this is on the way to go to San Sebastián del Oeste. It's the last town of Puerto Vallarta. It's still Puerto Vallarta, but that is a whole world, and it's very cheap. It's very cheap to pay with the to pay with it's my son. I think it was taking the nap, and I think is walking. It's still. He was taking a nap. Okay, so continue. Continue. And Puerto Vallarta with the gentrification. Yeah, he was taking a nap, so he would just wake up. Yeah, that's Junior. That's Junior. Yeah. So the gentrification has a lot of there is a lot of problem with the gentrification right now. And now that I'm more in the real estate, I think, and I am like doing more about that. I was like learning a lot of things. People are looking for like go outside of Puerto Vallarta. A lot of my customers I show my customers the areas, the neighborhood, because they hire me because I want to rent first long term and then maybe buy to retire here. And I show Puerto Vallarta, I show other areas. Obviously, we go to the downtown, Cinco de Diciembre, or we go to Conchas Chinas, to the South Shore, that is the best beaches in Puerto Vallarta. Then the centrals or centrals neighborhoods, or a little bit more deep, that is still good area for you to live here, because it's the middle class here living in Puerto Vallarta, the locals middle class, and this is still a good neighborhood to live here. But once that we cross the Meca River, we cross the border between, Ameca River is the border between Jalisco and Nayarit State. Once we go to Nuevo Nayarit, and we check Nuevo Nayarit, Valle Dorado in these sites, then Bucerías, they fall in love in Bucerías, or even La Cruz, they fall in love in those places. Why? It's so calm, it's so quiet, the place. So people is understand Puerto Vallarta is so full, is so expensive right now. So this is my suggestion for tonight for you. If you are if you are looking for renting here in Puerto Vallarta, it's better to check on Nayarit State than in Puerto Vallarta. You're going to sacrifice stay in Puerto Vallarta, very close to everything, but you will save a lot of money. Okay, you will save a lot of money. Why? Because you can find condos very nice, but I'm not talking about Nuevo Vallarta or Nuevo Nayarit. I'm talking about Bucerías and La Cruz. The beaches are amazing over there. Bucerías has nice beaches. I have a video on walking through on Bucerías beach. Check the beach, and there is amazing. Obviously, there is nice restaurants like the Fat Boys. If you go to my Instagram profile, you will see the videos on the Fat Boys restaurant. It's an amazing place. So my customers now, they are checking more Bucerías and La Cruz. Sayulita is kind of another option, but a lot of people doesn't like Bucería. I mean Sayulita. San Pancho could be another option, but it's the last town that I recommend to live. Forward, it could be more dangerous. It has been a lot of gunfires forward than San Pancho. Okay, but that's the last point. Very safe from all the bay here. Yes, and it's too many tourists here. Yeah, yeah, Peter. Gentrification is a huge issue. Yeah, and but it's still like your dollar or Canadian dollar, American dollar, or Australian. I think it's dollar to the Australians. It's still it's worth it more. Like the U.S. dollar is 20 pesos, the Canadian is 14. So your money is strong versus our peso. Okay, so obviously it's like for you could be easier, but we're talking about the prices here. The people know. A lot of people asking me, Oscar, can you refer me to a rental agent here in Puerto Vallarta? Not in the tourist area. And I say, I don't know a rental agent. I mean, is what is not renting on the tourist area, because it's not make sense. Like if you want to make money, you want to rent on the tourist area, obviously. Um, if you want to find something to rent, you can watch on, or you can start to looking on Mano a Mano magazine. It is manoamano.com, and you can find rentals, but it's from a local or from a Mexican landlord. That's the only way. But once that they know that you are foreigner, you're gonna pay as a tourist. So that is the market. That is the market. A lot of people asking me, Oscar, why is so expensive the rent? sadly it's because of you. I'm sorry for saying that, because of you. You are making so popular Puerto Vallarta that the prices are getting high here in Puerto Vallarta, even for us, for everybody. I mean, for everybody. Here, very close to my neighborhood, in another behind my neighborhood, in a not very nice area, the rents are around 400 US dollar. That is 8,000 Mexican pesos. Like, what? This is not a good neighborhood for paying that. Even this is not according or at the same with the salary here, even with the Puerto Vallarta. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's so expensive, and the landlords are just using the rental agencies, and so that is more expensive. So yeah, and this is I'm sorry for saying that, but it's what's happening right now. I'm so lucky to have this place for only 200 US dollars per month. Yes, it is possible, but it's because the landlord, I know the family. So you need to get to stay here more time to get along with the neighborhoods, and when there is an opportunity, if you because if you get friends around here, and you get along with your neighborhoods, and you are a good neighborhood, they can refer you to another friend who is renting a house, and this is the only way. But you need to pay first, like, to stay here. And obviously, if you want to live here, if you want to rent here for long term, it's at least 6 months for a contract, or 1 year. Okay, but 6 months is not like enough. 1 year is better to stay here and get along with your neighborhoods here. Ralph is saying, I like PV. I want to rent in the heart of the romantic zone. Yeah, it's possible if you have the budget, because there is properties with nice condos, nice areas, and you can have a nice places for, I don't know, 2,000 weekly. If you have the budget, 2,000 weekly, yeah, it's possible. 2 blocks from the Malecon, on downtown area. I used to manage some properties around Puerto Vallarta, and those are the prices, 2,000 weekly. So make your numbers for monthly. It's so expensive. They can give you a discount if you want if you want the monthly. Instead to pay, I don't know, 8 to 4, yeah, 8,000. Maybe you can pay 7,000, and it's a good discount monthly, because you have electricity, and in some of these properties they include electricity, cable, fast internet, some amenities, dishwasher, washer, dryer, air conditioned, parking areas, a clean. Some lady can clean your apartment every day if you want, or if there is on the contract to stay every day, or 3 times a week. I don't know. No, talking about US dollars, 7,000 US dollars, not pesos. No, if was pesos, I take that. Obviously, it's not. US dollars, yes, US dollars. Uh, but there is some houses, complete houses with a garage, with parking area, 3 rooms, air conditioned, or partial air conditioned, and with a good price, around 8 or 1,000 US dollar per month, partial furnish. Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and that is nothing. Punta de Mita, the exclusive, well, no, it's not a resort. It's an exclusive area. Punta Mita is a complex with a lot of hotels, villas, and private houses. We're talking about from 2,000 to 10,000 per day. Day. Per day. Not per week. Per day. It's so exclusive. Only famous people, very, very wealthy, rich people. You can, like, we had Andrew Garfield like 2 weeks ago. Justin Bieber is over there. Sometimes came here. Jennifer Lopez. We're talking about very rich people that the Kardashians they love in Punta Mita. So that is the kind of customers that go over there. And so it's obviously so expensive. Why? The the privacy. So private. Even the entrance is or the way to get on this complex are like a labyrinth. Why? Because if something enter to the premises, they don't find the way out or the way in. So that's why they do like a labyrinth. There is a thing about security and the privacy of these people. They paying for privacy, and they can't even you can have the exactly location of those houses is very very secure. That is the prices here in Puerto Vallarta, and this is caused the gentrification. And let me tell you, Puerto Vallarta, I think Puerto Vallarta has a lot of opportunities for more than, I think, 100 years for build more condos. It's green, it's all green here. I mean, in 100 years, we can see, well, we're never gonna see that, but I think in the future, this is gonna be a lot of buildings, and it will not be not anymore a charm, Puerto Vallarta. Nothing about that. So we need to stop that one way or another, or to say stop like for now and think about the problems because we are suffering from the water now. It's difficult to bring the water every year, especially in the romantic zone area. They suffer sometimes from the water. And if you go right now to the Zona Romantica, you will see the mess on the streets because they are fixing the pipes, and the water is wasting because there is a lot of holes, and yeah, it's a lot of problem, and the contamination of the beaches. So just don't say Puerto Vallarta is cheap. Don't say that. Oh, the price is so cheap. Oh, it's okay. No, versus California or another or where you live, there is maybe the rentals very expensive. Okay, I know, but you don't say that. It's still very expensive. Say that no, so expensive. Make a deal, bargain. That is okay. I'm talking about the renting because the gentrification is going to be a problem, okay. Ralph, I'm not talking about hotels. I'm talking about Airbnbs. Just quick search on Airbnb. I'm not talking about 60 a day. I know hotels for 40 or 40 US dollar a day. And no. Yeah, Jose Luis Ramblas. Yeah, 60 a day is like no, it's too much money also to like, and no, and I'm talking about like for a family of four. For a family of four, like it's almost it's almost for that price to no 18,000 US dollars. 18,000 US dollars is so much money for a locals. It's like I told you, Ralph is saying it's a room 60 a day. It's okay, yeah, for you, but that's part of the problem, the gentrification, because it's like for a whole month, it's 18 US dollars. Turning to pesos, is more than 34,000 Mexican pesos. That is too much. That is too much money. Obviously, you want to stay in 1 month in a hotel. Could be a little cheaper on Airbnb, a little bit, but Airbnb don't pay taxes, so they take a lot of money, and the owners are not Mexicans, so that not helps and for nothing. Airbnb is not paying taxes in Mexico, so the streets are getting worse. We don't have money for fix the streets. Why? Because they are not paying the taxes. So just think about that. It's okay to rent in on the Airbnbs, but on the long term, you will see more and more, or there will be no more charm in Puerto Vallarta. Just think about that, okay? Yes, Daniel. Yeah, and we have three rates: the normal rates, holidays, and high season. The holidays is so expensive, and I'm talking about this. The next holiday is the Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead. This is the beginning. Like is the price could be three times at the normal, and then the high season is coming. The high season. Angie is saying when you go for a few months, it's thought to be out of your comfort zone. Yes, yes, Jose Luis. It's. I mean, they bring economy, money, dollars. That is fine. That is okay. But it's something about the gentrification here in Puerto Vallarta. People say I hear from a developer. I will not say no names that Puerto Vallarta has only 10 years for be nice. Only 10 years more, and that's it. Puerto Vallarta will be no more nice to came here in Puerto Vallarta. I mean, I'm talking about for the locals, for the locals. But for the tourists, it still could be nice because the beaches, the downtown, el Malecón, the boardwalk, el Mirador, and el Cerro, and on other beaches. But it's only 10 more years for the locals in Puerto Vallarta to be nice. That's it, no more. Peter say there is also a wider issue of connection with loss of culture and charm. Yes, yes. Daniel, Daniel is saying maybe the government should think about adopting new laws like in Peru and Italy. No citizens are not allowed anymore to buy properties. No, well, only Mexicans can have lands. Only Mexicans. The foreigners, any kind of foreigners, can have a lands, but that's why is the figure of the trust, or we call it in Spanish, fideicomiso, through a bank as a foreigner and through a Mexican. Normally, it's an attorney at law that do that. There is three: the foreigner, the bank, and a Mexican. But they always do or build the condos. That's why I'm not an expert, obviously, in that area, but I'm thinking the last time that I checked the law, it was like that. You can buy if uh, you can you can have the condo, but you are in the like in the floors, but the land is not yours. Okay, that's why the condo works. Ralph Ramirez is asking, the U.S. housing market is crashing. Will that affect PB? I don't think so, because here in Puerto Vallarta for or Mexico, for getting a house, you must to pay like in cash. Majority, or I mean, mostly of the people pay in cash, and you are paying like it's not like a loan or like a credit, but some developers are offering like both options, but 90% of the people buy the property in cash. And, those people normally it's like, retired people. They have their savings and they can pay. I'm studying right now like a real estate agent, and it's like the pre-construction are the option, and it's like the hype right now to buying a property here in Puerto Vallarta or a condo. You have a discount, very nice discounts, like less than 200,000 US dollars for a nice condo, one bedroom, one bathroom, and a view or mountain view sometimes, and then you pay 30%. And then during I don't know all the year, or if they tell you that they're gonna delivery in 2 years, during all the 2 years, 24 months, you paying 60%, and at delivery another percent and something like that, and you must pay a holding. So right now in Puerto Vallarta is the hype to buy a pre-construction condo. This is a commercial. If you want to buy, let me know, email me, and I want to help you with that. Okay, and but yes, yeah, Daniel, fideicomis, or we call fideicomiso too here in Mexico, but we can, as a Mexican, we can't afford to pay that money. It's so crazy. The price for living near of the beach is crazy. Believe me, 200 for us is like 8 million Mexican peso. Now that is, my house cost around you're gonna laugh, 25,000 US dollars, like a car, my house, and it's obviously it's not in the tourist area. It's like very deep in Bahía de Banderas, but I'm renting to another people, and he's getting me money, or he's paying by himself. So that's I need water. Um, that kind of properties could it's possible to find it and buy it, but you need a fideicomis or a trust. Yeah, that's the truth here in Puerto Vallarta about the gentrification. And well, I want to talking about other things like the season here in Puerto Vallarta and the activities that you can do here in Puerto Vallarta. We just finished with this topic of gentrification. Let's talking about the good stuff here in Puerto Vallarta. We have now nice weather. Nice weather. It's coming the whale watching season here in Puerto Vallarta. Las Ánimas, Los Arcos, tours, Quimixto, the waterfalls. Uh, we have no rains in like 3 4 days. Only spreading clouds, but that's it. And what else? To go to Jalapa, nice town over there. I have a friend right now in Jalapa over there, and he sent me photos and the food and the little bay on Jalapa. It's amazing. So came here to Puerto Vallarta. Remember, this is the holiday or the best dates for stay here in Puerto Vallarta. Halloween, November 1st, November 2nd, because it's Day of the Dead. But if you can stay for 3 days or for 4 days during those dates, it's amazing, full of culture, full of folklore here in Puerto Vallarta. Folklore, you will see a lot of things. Obviously, Mexican music, Mexican culture, Mexican food that is amazing. Yeah. Jose Luis is asking, what are the change to tourist visas now? I don't have a lot of information about that because it's not my specialty now, Jose Luis. I'm sorry for that. But I think it's nothing changed a lot here. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Ralph, it says too expensive to buy. 200,000 US dollar is cheap. It's considered cheap. here in Puerto Vallarta. That's the cheapest price here in Puerto Vallarta. There is houses around the 800,000 US dollars, believe me, and only with 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. I think it's crazy. It's crazy because it's sometimes it's like this little apartment that I have, but with a view and a lot of amenities and a nice pool and beachfront. Obviously, that's the price. Yes, Angie. Depends. Remember how many people is coming with you. If there is your family, the family of four normally is the magic number to be 4 people with 2 adults, 2 kids. I think is great because you will find accommodation very easy. And the people for renting as Airbnb, the landlords gets greedy too. Greedy or greedy, like avaricioso. They want the money only. And here where I'm living right now, there is an occupied, um, like a little apartment here in the second floor where I am, but they are fixing it. And these people or the landlord has not a lot of money for fix it. But I was thinking, so this is could be a nice area for renting to tourists, but greedy, yes, greedy. But for not to put a very high price, but a correct price. Monthly, they can charge for a tourist, I will say 300 US dollars because it's only 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and they are fixing it. And it's simple. Where I'm living is simple, but it's nice. It's very, very close to the beach and all the areas. Just take an Uber and 5 minutes you are in the downtown. It's very, very safe too area, so it could work. And there is like half block here behind me. There is another property abandoned and has a lot of rooms. They only need to charge. I mean to share the like the patio, and that's it. But the rooms have their own bathroom, private bathroom, and it's like a four, and it's like very easy to charge like 200 US dollar per month, and could live like four, like 5 or 6 people over there, and it's abandoned. And I want to contact the owner for make business because this could work in this area. And I saw Canadians and Americans walking around my neighborhood because they are checking the area. That's okay. That's okay, and that is obviously that it's a good idea. Okay. Jose Luis, I'm going to check that with my friends tonight. The Peninsula Beach. Well, it's Playa del Holy. Remember, Holy Beach. It's because it was the Holiday Inn resort. Now it's Sunscape. El Playa del Holy. Remember, and I want to check right now the beach over there because we want to have some nice night with my friends, and we will see. We will see. I don't know for sure, but tomorrow I will go to my family to the Playa Esmeralda. That's the last video that I did because it's amazing. I want to swim over there, and it's very, very clean, very, very clear, and very amazing beach area. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Ralph, Jose Luis, Angie, Daniel, Lily. Yes, Lily's. Yeah, okay. I'm going to check that documentary. Thank you very much for watching me and for waiting me. See you next time. Anything that you want to ask me, please email me, and I'm happy to help you. I'm glad to help you. If you need tickets for tours or you want private tours for 4 people max, you can contact me and I can show you Las Animas, Sayulita, San Sebastian. Okay, let me know. See you next time. Bye bye.